Hello, teacher. My name is Francisco González, and I will be presenting my test number 3 for literature. Well, first question. What are some of the themes of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings? How can we identify them as such? Well, the book I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings presents a variety of themes such as racism, segregation, identity, and sexuality. First of all, racism and segregation is one of the main themes of the book, and it's present during the whole story. Margaret, who is the main character of the reading, experiences the stress of racism and the disgraceful consequences of segregation from an early age. In Arkansas, the black and white people lived so separately that the protagonist sometimes doubted about the existence of white people. And also, these racial differences made Margaret sometimes consider her physical aspects as less beautiful in comparison to white women, just because of these ideals which she developed from her childhood to adultness. Another certain situation is when Margaret graduates and the ceremony receives the speech of an important white man who contemptuously celebrates their achievement. In addition to that, he mentions the improvements that are mainly focused on the white people's main educational establishment. Thus, this gives this sense of insult and shame to the black community and their efforts. Identity is another strong theme in the book because the protagonist suffers the horrible and hateful experience of rape by the hand of an older man and only by the age of 8. One of her traumas was the confusion of her identity from being a girl or a woman. This is resembled when in an event she wanted to go to the bathroom and didn't know either to enter the girls' bathroom or the women's bathroom separately by age. Um, Later on, she went to neither. And later, she got to know a girl she could consider as her first friend, and after having a memorable experience, she declares actually feeling like a girl or a child again. She also suffers from sexuality issues because of the traumatic experience she had to live. Traumatized, she stopped to speak commonly to people and even to her family. On one certain occasion, when she was asked to answer a Valentine's letter from a boy, she said, "Well, I won't. I certainly won't. Not ever again." Thinking that he might have inappropriate intentions with her. Question 2. Consider the perspective of the story. It is told solely through the eyes of the young Margaret, or is an older, wiser Angelou also present in the book? The book is full of emotion and narrates the life of Margaret Henderson through her own eyes, but surely also has Angelou's sentiment embodied in each word, thus narrating her development as a person and the emotional battles she was put onto. 3. What is modernism about? Say as much as you can recall. Well, modernism refers to the literary and physiological movement that occurred in history during the early 20th century. Writers in this period felt more freedom in their writings and had more interest in the abstract aspects of life. It was most expressed throughout the art and our common thinking. Modernism is the most Modernism is most characteristic trait was its rejection to Enlightenment thinking and centered its interests in mankind. Many authors rejected religious beliefs. It broke the classical, traditional style of writing and gave birth to newer notions in the expression and of thought in nowadays society and literature. 4. Thinking of American transcendentalism. Describe it and find any commonalities with any other literary period. Well, American transcendentalism also refers to a literary and physiological movement. However, its beliefs are focused on the spiritual aspect of reality and man. and considers its most meaningful universally. This high spiritual thought is connected with the concepts of nature, mysticism, and religion. This movement is similar to the period of Romanticism because of the profound thought it has for emotion, passion, and individuality. And yes.